There has been a lot of talk with the new Xbox PC console hybrid, along with the new Xbox handhelds that will go along with it. And for many, this should mean that console players will experience gaming the way PC players have been for some time now. This is something I think that should have happened a long time ago, but this will also mean that we will have a giant leap of improvement for the cloud. How so? Let me explain. So let's go back to where this all started. If you have been playing games for the past 3 to 5 years, you'll know that many of these game developers have been making games to crossplay with not just other consoles, but with PC players. And in some cases, even mobile. One of the earliest and biggest games to crossplay that I can remember was Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2019. It had crossplay for Xbox, PlayStation, and PC. Say what you want about cheaters and all that, but overall, I think it worked pretty well. There are now plenty of other games that do the same. Fortnite, Destiny 2, Genshin Impact, Warframe, and Space Marine 2, just to name a few. We have videos on how to set up cross-save for all of these games if you're interested. Now because of this, game developers have to make sure games are compatible with consoles and PC hardware. This would also include the infrastructure they are deployed in. It has to work seamlessly, and this can take developers a ton of time to do. But what if developing for console and PC games were one and the same? This is the exact goal for the next generation Xbox, the console PC hybrid. This would literally make traditional consoles extinct and put new consoles on PC level flexibility. Now, what does this look like? Of course, I don't see this Xbox hybrid running super high-end hardware, but I do see it basically being a mid-range gaming PC for 2027. This way they can keep costs low and charge somewhere around $700 to $1,000. I actually see 2 versions of this Xbox hybrid being built, very similar to what they have now. A lower-end model which plays games at low to medium settings with a smaller hard drive for installing games, priced around $600 to $700. A high-end model which plays games from medium to high settings with a bigger hard drive for around $900 to $1,000. And finally, I can see them bringing back the $99 Xbox Keystone, properly named of course, that can stream games only. But the most important aspect is that all new Xbox versions will have access to stream games, even when their hardware is out of date to play new games. And this leads me into the advancements of the cloud. Since they now will be developing games essentially for PC, the console limits will be a thing of the past. This means they can start using the full power of their worldwide cloud infrastructure, Microsoft Azure, to run PC games the same way, let's say, Amazon Luna or even GeForce Now is. The quality and scalability will increase tenfold. No more would they rely on these god-awful Xbox server blades, which mimic the Series S. Azure is always being updated with the latest data center hardware, so they can run games at the highest quality possible without you having to upgrade anything. And I would put money on the fact that their new consoles and handhelds would utilize this too. Imagine being able to play any brand new game on any Xbox or Xbox device by streaming it. And yes, new upgrades have been in the works for a while now. How do we know? Well, remember Hideo Kojima's new game OD that he's currently working on exclusively to leverage Microsoft's cloud gaming technology to deliver something entirely new.
With help of Xbox Game Studios and using their cloud gaming technology, I'm kind of doing this together. But it's really to make immersive and also something that no one has seen before.
You cannot deliver something new with the current Xbox server blades that can barely run Assassin's Creed Shadows at 1080p 30 FPS. It's just not happening. If Hideo Kojima is utilizing the cloud for the next generation gaming, how many others will be doing the same thing? Guys, they're preparing for massive hardware improvements, and now I believe it'll launch with this game and with the new hybrid console. Remember what Phil Spencer said back in 2021, just before they started development of this game.
When we look in the future, we see a world where game creators will natively be building cloud-based games first. They will think first about their game running in the cloud. with almost unlimited access to the hardware capability that's available in a data center, they'll be able to scale the capabilities of their games up and down, potentially hosting hundreds of thousands of players in a game, or making use of multiple CPUs and GPUs in the cloud to deliver experiences that no local hardware could unlock.
But what about Steam, Epic, and other PC platforms? Do you think these distributors will be added to the next console as well? The guys here at Cloud Gaming Battle had something to say about this.
My other thoughts are PC's doing very well right now.
Yes, it is.
Not only are we getting games that traditionally didn't drop on PC right away, like Monster Hunter, just in general, PC games are selling like gangbusters.
It Steam's the one to beat, but this is where I'm kind of on the fence on whether they're going to do this. This would compete with the Microsoft Store.
Of course it would.
I mean,
Steam's been whooping the Microsoft Store.
Whooping tail.
They whoop everybody. They whoop Epic Games, who gives us free games every week.
I know. And here's the thing. If Microsoft is looking to get more sales out of Microsoft Store, adding Steam is not the way to go.
But if they're looking to bring the biggest group of people they can into this Xbox Cloud environment, opening the doors to Steam users is one way to just say, hey, everything's all set up for you. Just come check it out.
With Steam being added to that, people have been wanting that. They've been wanting to play our games for a long time. And so, like you said, if you want to get people on board for this next count, like, well, whatever they're going to do with it next, this is the way to go. But like you said, this is a direct competition with the Microsoft store. This is a great way to get people introduced to PC, because if you're an Xbox guy, and there's a lot of people who use consoles, and they do not want to go the PC route because they might think it's too difficult. Mm-hmm. They don't want to build their own. They don't want to have the hardware. They're more entrusted with Xbox instead of going a custom PC route, right? Mm-hmm. They trust Microsoft to make their console work and have all their games associated with that console already working, already running. Microsoft is taking all of that work out of the game and just giving you an Xbox feel, a PC with an Xbox feel, right? Mm-hmm. And then being able to play your PC games on the new Xbox. I think that's the biggest plus, is convenience. That's really what it is.
Yeah.
And even like you guys are saying, like, even though it is easier than ever, it's way better just to have somebody else do it for you.
They took a lesson from GeForce Now and from Boostroid, and they took the lesson that Google didn't learn and let people bring their games into the environment. If I already have a library, I am way more interested in what you have to offer than if I have to buy everything again.
For sure.
Yes. Yeah. And well, here's the thing. If you only have the Microsoft Store, will people buy more Microsoft Store PC games to make their library, their sales bigger?
It all depends how Steam allows them to do this, how they're connected together. My personal thought is that Microsoft is all in on winning market share this time. They are tired of being whooped by Sony. They haven't had a win since 360, and that was more of a stalemate, not a win.
Yeah.
So I think that they're doing their best to take as much of the market as they can, and if they can't, well, that's going to be real scary for them, because they're all in on this with their Activision acquisitions, and I think they're all in on this, and they're pushing from every angle to gain market share. And then once they have the market share, they'll figure out what they're going to do with it later.